What's up, everyone? It's Chachi Power here with Rocket Punch Army to do another update since my last one of things that are going on. First of all, as my fellow or loyal subscribers have probably noticed, my videos used to go up constantly. Then there's like a void in reviews. This happens once in a while, especially after like a big event. I get burnt out on toys. Not that I don't like them, it's just sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming and you just gotta take a break sometimes, which is good. It's a good thing. The reason I took a break was because I did the whole summit thing. That was a lot of preparation for me. I had tons and tons of stuff to pack. I'm talking boxes. I probably had the most crap there. And it was because of that I noticed that I have a bunch of crap and I was trying to sell it and I wasn't able to. It wasn't really the place to sell like what I was trying to sell, which was mostly Transformers. So I'm going to try some other means, but basically, yeah, I just realized I have a bunch of crap. So I'm going to try and get rid of that. But I got burnt out in the whole toy thing for a little while, because especially making reviews, the video and editing, that just takes up so much time. I did the Summit video for Collection DX, so check it out. I had to like finish that within a couple of days to keep it within, you know, satisfactory time after the event. It's sort of like a documentary in the style that I did with the interviews in Colombia of the collectors. So it's done in that style, and then it also showed a bit of the summit. So definitely check it out. I spent a lot of time. That's what burnt me out. And but today, aside from this video, just right before I did a review for the Fire Rodan SH Monster Arts. So either that's going to be up before this video or after. I'm also going to do a review for Space Sheriff Gavan, however you pronounce that, this little vinyl figure, which is not in here. It's just a simple vinyl figure, but did want to show you guys. It's cheap, it's new, it's cheap and new. So I'm working on and I would show you, but I'm actually using that as my tripod, the box for the EX Gouken, Arale-chan, which is she's a robot made out of die-cast metal, but most of you probably would not be into that. It's a little cutesy, but you'll be seeing that on Collection DX very, very soon. What else? Like I said, I have a bunch of crap, and I was just overwhelmed when I had to really pull out all the stuff that I wanted to sell. I realized I have such an enormous collection, and to me, because of pulling all that stuff out, I realized, wow, like I have such a huge collection and I can't enjoy it. It's stuffed away in boxes, behind boxes, on top of boxes, and it's like if I even think of something that I want to, you know, check out, take out, and review for you guys, I got to move like 20 boxes, and it's just a pain in the butt. You know, like that shouldn't be a collection. And I even watched that show on TV, which kind of put things in perspective. It's called Collection Intervention. It's about people that just collect way too much, and I kind of almost saw myself the way they are. Maybe not as weird if you guys saw the first episode with the Star Wars lady and the Catwoman guy, but it's almost the same thing. You know, the Catwoman guy had a bunch of boxes stuff in his garage, and he wasn't able to enjoy the collection because his wife wasn't really into it, and you know, he didn't want it around the house. He was kind of ashamed that he had a collection. I'm not ashamed of my collection. I do love to show it. I just don't have the freaking space, you know? I really don't. Like, I have Hot Toys stuff that I can't display. I found room in the house to put Batman. He's in my living room, so that's kind of cool that he can chill out there. But aside from that, I have the little corner that you guys used to see in the back of my video logs. But that's just such a small percentage, you know, of my collection. And I think what I'm going to do is just really, you know, what I spoke about a while back is just do the whole purge thing. Just look at stuff that I either can't display or I don't really need, even though there's a lot of, believe me, there's a lot of cool stuff out there. and there's a lot of stuff in my collection that I would just love to keep, but really if it's going to sit in a box and just collect dust, that's not what I want for my collection. So at least for now, there is some stuff. I want to get rid of the stuff that I absolutely do not need, like animated Transformers. I've been trying to focus my Transformer collection, and so you'll be seeing I'm selling a lot of, or not a lot, but a few of the newer Takara stuff that I had pre-ordered a long time ago, and then by the time they came in I was just over it, you know. I did quite enjoy Viacon, so don't think I'll be selling him. He's the Takara one, the AM whatever he is. But I did get the Soundwave. I think I'm getting rid of that. I think I'm getting rid of the Knockout Takara. As far as Chogokin, in case you guys are wondering, not a lot of that. That's like the main focus of my collection, so not a lot of that stuff is going to be sold. Maybe duplicates. Like I have duplicates of really cool stuff, but I don't need duplicates. I think I'm at a point where, you know, if I can't show it, there's no point in having duplicates. And the reason I have duplicates, there's people that just buy and buy and buy just to have a bunch of the same thing and just feel good about having a lot of. I think maybe at one point I may have fallen under that, and but that's like a weird. That's like the weird side of collecting. No, like duplicates for me is usually for figures that I'm going to handle a lot and possibly break, and especially with figures like, for example, the Dioja that I broke. See, having a duplicate of that would have been cool because it's broken, and now it's like kind of expensive to get, and you know, whatever stuff like that. Just stuff that may end up costing a lot of money in the future. I usually would buy duplicates of, but I'm pretty much going to stop that. And one of the big reasons is I just bought a new car. In case there's any car guys out there, there's a car I drove. I think it was a first sports car, not counting like a really old Nissan 300ZX, but like the first car that really blew me away was a Honda S2000. Now, if you know, I'm a car guy, and I've had race cars as part of my collection of cars, but just something about the S2000 when I first drove it back in 1999. It was a 2000 model. I was working at a Honda dealership, and they actually loaned me one, and it was just an amazing car. And I had a turbocharged Civic at the time, and still, just something about that car was cool. It's rear-wheel drive. You can drive with the top down. The engine revved to 9 grand. But anyway, make a long story short, I picked one of those up. What happened is we needed another car, and the car I bought was really a family car. It's 4 doors, 7 airbags, blah 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 blah. And something inside of me was like, I need to get another car. But that's not the reason why we got the car. The car my wife was using broke down. We just didn't feel like repairing it, and I didn't want her driving all over the place with a car that's not dependable. So we thought about it, and I said, look, we're going to get another car. I'm going to get a car that I want to drive. I'm not going to get stuck in some commuter car that I'm going to be paying for 5 years and I'm not going to be happy with. I'm going to get the freaking car I want. So I could have easily have gotten some kind of turbocharged car like an Evolution or something like that, but I just wanted something different, something that I guess wouldn't have pictured myself a couple years back having, and the S2000 fit that bill. You know, I'm not really into convertibles, but it's just the experience. I wanted a different experience, so I got the car. So and if you guys are fans of S2000s, you'll know they're not cheap. It's a 2006 I got, and it was not cheap. It wasn't as expensive as, you know, they were when they were new, but still paying pretty good every month. So definitely have to cut down on buying stuff. And speaking of buying stuff, you'll probably, you'll notice right away there's just no action figures. Action figures are kind of stepping away from the focus of my collection. The only action figures I have kept recently are the Ninja Turtles, just the Turtles. If you watch my other, if you watch my other channel, I was doing reviews on the bad guys, the Splinter, and all that crap. I returned all that, just kept the Turtles. I returned the the new generations Transformers, which what I wanted to do with those is really just take a crap on them, put them back in the box, and send them to the store, you know. But I would probably go to jail for that. So I just returned them. I kept, well, actually I started to customize the Optimus and the Jazz ones, so I kept those, but I had another set of uncustomized ones, and I sold it except for Shockwave. Okay, what else? So again, back to focus, which is something I need to do when I do these video logs. So I'm going to concentrate just on robots. I am going to have like one more shipment from BBTS that's kind of got a mix of stuff. It's got like a giant scale Panthro, which is cool. You know, as far as action figures, I am going to keep stuff that's from my childhood, like I said, with the turtles and stuff, but I'm not going to get just miscellaneous figures because they're cool. So, but aside from that, just robots. So the only big purchases coming up, there's still some SD Gokins that I'm going to get. What I mean by SD is super deformed. I just pre-ordered the Grendizer, the Getter Robo, the Mazinger Z, and I have the Guy King set, which is coming. I have 2 EX Gokins from Gotchaman, and I think what I'm really waiting for is towards the end of the year for the Mazinger Z, the DX set, which, if you guys haven't seen that thing is going to blow everything. I mean, so far from what I've seen, it's just going to blow everything out of the water. And then, of course, the masterpieces from Takara. I did see that the Masterpiece Thundercracker has the stickers out in Toys R Us. It's not out yet, but the stickers are there, so it should be up anytime soon. I'll probably pick that up. But definitely cutting down on a lot of stuff. Does that mean I'm going to have less to review? No. Remember, I got a huge ass collection. There's some shit in there that will take me years to get to. And there was a video that was forwarded to me from Mad Wubba, right? I think it was, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him, because he did explain that his holy grail was the, you know, the Jumbo Machinder. So I may do a holy grail, which I own, so it's technically not a holy grail, I've owned it already, but of the Go Lion set from Popey. I don't think there's any videos out there of people showing the box and the graphics and the content, so I think that would be pretty cool to show you guys. And then I just got little miscellaneous stuff. You guys seem to like the videos of some obscure robots from the 80s. I got a lot of little tiny weird 80s robots, or some of them from the 70s. Just little miscellaneous things. You know, everybody reviews the same thing. Like, if I do a review on this, there's like 90,000 videos. But there's like certain reviews I do that I'm the only one reviewing those robots. So I kind of want to stick to that stuff. Just give you guys something new to look at. And I don't know, we're hitting about almost 13 minutes here, or 14 minutes worth of video log, so I don't want to keep it too long. It's long already. Blah, 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 blah. But I think that's it. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. So stay tuned. Going to do reviews little by little. Again, this is the room I do my reviews in. This is the backdrop. You'll see Godzilla back there from the Rodan review. But this room gets insanely hot, especially with this spot lamp right here. I usually have 2 lamps on the side, 1 on top. They're all blown out, so I got 1 lamp, which doesn't provide the best lighting for my reviews, but it'll have to do for now. So yeah, I think that's it. Really, I think so. Yeah, so again, as I always say at the end of my videos, if you have a question or comment, leave it below. And stay tuned. Bye.